Most people think they're mentally tough until the exact moment it matters, and they break without even realizing why. Today, you'll get 5 clear steps to spot the mental gaps holding you back and close them so pressure can't break through. I'll show you all 5, but if you skip ahead, you'll miss the one step that makes the others work. You've pushed through hard mornings, brutal workouts, and high-pressure days, but if those challenges aren't aimed at a specific weak point, they won't close it. Most people train for toughness like it's a random to-do list. That's why the same cracks keep showing up. The solution isn't more hard things. It's a clear map of what to strengthen first, and that starts with the part of your fortress no one can see from the outside. Picture a fortress on a ridge. Walls high, gates strong, towers scanning the horizon. Now flip it. That fortress is your mind. Each wall, gate, and tower is how you think, react, and hold under pressure. Miss one and the next hit will find it. Let's check every part of your mental fortress, from the core to the outer defenses, and you'll likely find your first weak point isn't where you expect. And the first surprise tends to come at the foundation, not the walls. If you're unclear on who you are when pressure hits, you'll bend to whatever story the moment hands you, and the story isn't always yours. Without a clear identity, you hesitate when it's time to move. You let other voices drown out your own. Even your strongest skills can crack under pressure. Write one identity line you can use under pressure. I am a X who Y, even when Z. Example, I am a leader who speaks with clarity even when the room is tense. Use it once today when the stakes twitch, a meeting, a tough message, a fast change. Once this is solid, you can carry far more weight, but only if you stop the wrong things from eating away at it, and that's where your walls come in. The strongest foundations can still be worn down. What's stopping distractions, negativity, and bad influences from slipping into your mental space? Run a 24-hour boundary audit. List the inputs that drain you, then cut or cap them for one day. Weak walls let stress creep in until your discipline thins. Strong walls aren't rigid, they're selective. Boundaries protect your best energy, keeping it for battles that count. Lose them, and the walls crumble from the inside. And even with strong walls, one open gate can undo it all. Every fortress has gates, and gates decide what gets in. Your habits are the guards. One sloppy habit can quietly wipe out weeks of work. One strong habit can hold the line when everything else is moving against you. Set 3 non-negotiables you hit before noon. 1 output, 1 skill rep, 1 body reset. Pair each with a trigger you already do. Coffee. Write 200 words. Sit at desk. 5-minute skill drill. Finish first call. 10 air squats. Discipline isn't about doing more. It's about filtering better. Guard the gates, and you can stack the tools you'll need for the real fight. And when the fight does show up, your toolkit decides what happens next. A fortress with no tools, it just waits to be overrun. Your arsenal is the set of skills you can reach for under pressure. Stock the arsenal with reps you can reach under pressure. Negotiation, ask for 1 small trade-off daily. Speaking, record 1 60-second take per day and review it. Composure, pause, breathe, choose. The moment a plan shifts, log the trigger and your choice. Short reps under mild stress make big moments feel familiar, but tools only matter if you see the hit early. That's what the watchtowers are for. Most people are blindsided because they're stuck reacting. Watchtowers give you the edge. You see the shift early and move before anyone else even knows it's coming. Run a 5-minute weekly pre-mortem. What could go wrong this week, and what's my first move if it does? Keep a 1-line pivot rule. If X happens, I switch to Y for 24 hours. Adaptability is your movement here. When conditions change, you've already shifted your resources. Which means you're not scrambling. You're already in position before the first alarm sounds, and here's how you find the gap before the enemy does. Score yourself 1 to 10 in each: foundation, walls, gatekeepers, arsenal, watchtowers. Circle the lowest. Start there this week. If it's foundation, write your 12-word identity line and use it once a day. If it's walls, run the 24-hour boundary audit. If it's gatekeepers, set your 3 non-negotiables with start triggers. If it's arsenal, pick 1 daily micro drill. If it's watchtowers, do 1 5-minute pre-mortem. Fix the lowest point first. Pressure tends to push where you're thin. This isn't random hardship. It's a system. Build the fortress, then test the thin spot first. That's how you hold. In the meeting, in the gym, and in the quiet moments when no one's watching. Now that you've mapped your mental fortress and spotted the thin spots, you know exactly where pressure will try to break through. But what if you could strengthen that weak point without announcing it, so no one sees you coming until you're unshakable? In this next video, I'll show you a 3-part system to quietly build unstoppable strength, protect your goals from noise, and show up at your peak exactly when it counts.